Hi guys, welcome back to more Scarlet Hollow. I know I have not been on this game for a bit. It's been 3 months I saw. Yeah, I was meaning to get on this game, but it's hard to sit down. This game, each episode's pretty long. So last time when we played, we narrowly escaped a cave collapse, and we made Tabitha quite mad. So let's play the game. All right. You collapse in Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the Shaw mine, you barely even notice the dust. When you close your eyes, you see the shadowy figures that gathered behind Stella in the mines. Your thoughts are drawn to the carving on the wall and to the visions it imparted upon you. Your thoughts are drawn to a carving on the wall, to the visions it imparted upon you. Wake up. Whoa, that's loud. Sunshine filters in through the dusty windows of the estate as the dull aches of last night's activities throb in and out of focus. You manage to survive a second night in the town of Scarlet Hollow. It's only night 2! What? As you pull yourself out of bed, you can feel the soot and grime of the Shaw mine still stuck on your skin. Oh yeah, we didn't shower. Start your day without shower. You need to take a shower. Hopefully no bugs come out of there. You step into the guest bathroom and into the shower. The water is hot and surprisingly enough clean. Thank goodness. Why does it look like there's leaves? Or that's just the decorations. As steam fills your lungs and soot washes down the drain, you think about Gretchen and Stella's face as she pulled the trigger. Aww. Scrub feverishly trying to scrape the memories from your skin as if they're part of the dirt that coats you. Think about Sybil's warning. The worst is yet to come. Think about Wayne and wonder how many times he's watched you unseen. Unseen. Think about someone special. Think about finally being out of this place and safe in your own bed. Scrub the memories away. You scrub ferociously, trying to scrub... Sorry, I can't even... You scrub ferociously, trying as much to scrape the memories from your skin as though they're part of the physical dirt that coats you. You're done here. You're done here. You turn off the faucet and dry yourself off. Wash away your sins. That's what we got. Time to start your day. Explore out the window. Check the closet. Message your group chat with Stella and Kanika. Let's look out the window. You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. A different you might have been taken away by this view, drifting into fantasies about how you might have tidied it up and enjoyed tea by the fountain. But a lot has happened since you first arrived into town. Turn back. What else can we do? You turn back to the guest room. Check the closet. Look at that creepy doll. How long were you going to have slept in this room without realizing you shared the space with that doll? Hopefully it doesn't get up and move while you're not around. Pick it up. You pick it up to examine it more closely. It reads, property of Alexandra? Who's that? You put it back and close the closet behind you. Message your group chat. Yeah. You pull out your phone and open up your group chat with Stella and Kanika. Morning, how are you guys holding up? Last night was terrible. What's the game plan? Can't wait to Ghostbust tonight. I get to meet Reese today. It'll probably be a bit before you get a response. How about we're gonna do how are you holding up? Wanna hang out before Reese goes hunting? I miss your guest bed, lol. I missed your guest bed, lol. It'll probably be a bit for you before you get a response. Yeah, let's see Kanika. Hey, beautiful. How are you holding up? Want to hang out? How are things with Miles? Send her a photo of exhausted Ben Affleck. How are you holding up? It'll probably be a bit, yeah. Okay, let's head downstairs. You've done everything you've wanted to up here. It's time to start your day. Playing the field, keeping your options open. What does that mean? You enter the kitchen to find your cousin in the midst of devouring a pint banana chocolate chunk. She isn't alone. Who's that? The cleaning lady from before, maybe? Frou Frou glares at... I keep missing this kitty. Frou Frou glares at you from her usual spot on the counter as a redhead woman busies herself trying to tidy as best as she can. Tabitha's gaze swivels from the woman to you, her glare intensifying. Oh, no. Explore item. Offer the red-haired woman your boiled peanuts. Why is this an option every time? You can address the red-haired woman as, hello? Hi, I'm Atreus. Or, oh, we're having ice cream for breakfast? Hey, Tabitha, how's it going? Hey, cuz, how's it hanging? Stare in silence. Let's just say... Oh, we're having ice cream for breakfast? I'll have no sass from you today. There is a massive mine collapse on my property last night. I can practically feel the whispers of unionization already. I'm so under a lot of stress right now, in case you hadn't put that together. And there is no we here. This stuff is way too hard to get a hold of for me to share. Yeah, she told me about that ice cream. Tabitha takes one last spoonful of ice cream, then discards the empty container, turning to you with her trademark scowl. Let's get going. I've got an errand to run in town, and every time I've left you here alone, something terrible's wound up happening. So you're coming with me. Wait. I don't need a babysitter. You can't just take away my freedom like that. But I haven't had breakfast. I'll meet you outside. Yeah, sure, I'll meet you outside. Given your track record, if I let you out of my sight, you'll probably just disappear into the wilderness. Only in return in the middle of the night after burning down City Hall. Janie, lock up when you leave, please. And don't go rearranging anything. I'll know. As you're ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the two of you, impatiently tapping her foot. Oh, Atreus, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now, and then I heard it again. I just wanted to say that I'm sorry you got caught up in that. I think I accidentally messed up. I didn't get to say hi to her, so now it's like the introduction's not there. You did right by those kids enough. Though. What a blessing. Everyone's getting out of that situation all right. You should get out of town. Why do you clean this place? Why do you clean this place? I don't really ask myself that sort of question. It's a job. I get paid, and of course, I've known the family for a while, so it seemed like a decent thing to do to make a little extra money. Plus, maybe one of these days she'll let me really spruce up the place. Can you imagine it back in its full glory? It'd be a lot of work, but what a project. Keep dreaming, Janie. Maybe she doesn't want to pay her. Thanks a lot. Thanks, last night was a lot. If you ever need to talk to anyone, my husband is the local pastor. He's a gentleman and always willing to lend an ear. He's always been going a little stir crazy ever since we moved here. What with nobody really attending sermons. Oh, I see. It'd probably do him a lot of good to talk you through your worries. Wait, you're married to that creepy youth pastor I've been hearing? That's... if I said that to her, bro! Okay, with everything that's been going on lately, having a priest on dial, it seems handy. Sounds wonderful. Thank you for the offer. Maybe we'll see. I'm not really religious. I'm not Christian, but thank you for the offer. I'd rather not. Remain silent. Let's just say, yeah. With everything going on lately, having a priest on speed dial seems handy. Having a pastor on speed dial is always handy. Debatable. And my Daniel is wonderfully talented pastor. Also debatable. He's so mean. Okay. Enough dawdling. We're leaving. Okay. You and Tabitha walk through the doors of the estate and enter her car. The ride to town is uneventful. Your cousin's unsurprisingly more focused on the road than making conversation. Where's she taking us? All right. We're just popping into the general store for a few minutes. What are we doing at the general store? Picking up tea for Sybil. Oh, neat. Nod sagely. Roll your eyes. You drink tea? Yeah. Whatever. I do a lot of stuff you don't know about. I feel like I should be solving a mystery right now. After everything that's happened the past 2 days, it's nice to just go on an errand. Yeah, exactly. You and Tabitha turn as the door to the general store bursts open. A flustered Kanika exits shouting behind her. Fine, okay, keep coddling him. Keep letting him get away with stuff you never would have let me as much as think about. I'm sick of caring for this family. Kanika storms off, the doors slowly drifting shut behind her. Ugh. Other people and their drama. If more people kept things to themselves, they'd be a lot happier. Okay. You don't sound happy though. You look crazy. It says, out of curiosity, would you call yourself happy? Yeah, exactly. Tabitha peels back, surprised at your question. What did I just say? Yeah, I'm happy. Whatever. Come on already. Let's go. We're going to the general store. The bells of the general store chime as you cross the threshold. The smells of old wood and steamy herbal tea flood your senses, making you feel instantly at home. Good morning, you two. Hope you're doing well after last night's activities. Morning. Is the new blend ready? Of course. Atreus, if you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will just be a minute. Kaneko okay? Sounds like your daughter is pretty mad at you, Sybil. Is Kaneki okay? Of course, she just needs time to cool down. Emotions are a little high considering everything that happened yesterday. She'll settle down soon enough. I'm just glad both of you, my little ones made it out okay. I wonder if they're adopted? Sybil motions for Tabitha to follow and they both disappear into the tea room, closing the door behind them with a tinkling of bells. Wait, hold on. Keen eye. Let's try and listen. You walk up to the door of the tea room and listen in. Subtle. I know it took longer than you hoped, but this is fairly short notice. Sybil pauses a moment later. You hear footsteps moving to the far end of the tea room. She and Tabitha resume their conversation, their voices hushed. You can only make out bits and pieces of what they're saying. Is there... Yes, make sure this is all. Not inside. Outside then. Don't assume you know. I know what I'm... The listening session was halted by the tinkling of bells announcing another patron. Oh no. Wait, who are these people? Or in case, another 2 patrons. Duke. Well, if it ain't Atreus. Bo, this is Miss Scarlet's cousin. She was there with Stella last night in the woods. It's a pleasure to meet you, miss. My name is Bo. I'm Duke's boy. Hope you've been faring better since all that unpleasantness. Things got even worse. How have you been? Hanging in there? Things have gotten worse. I did hear whispers about what happened up in the mines last night. Scarlet Hollow ain't so safe this week, it would seem. How have you been holding up? Are you hanging in there? Oh, I can't complain. I miss old Birdie, but there's nothing I can do for her now, except protect the rest of my brood. Them things won't so much as set foot on my property. Not with Bo and me watching the perimeter with our shotguns at the ready. Good thing we was watching. Nearly caught Julius trying to make off with Big Betty. As if he could have carried off its nearly 2,000-pound pumpkin on his own. I'm almost love to see him try. It's not like we'll be talking to her the state fair in a way. Now, all she's good for is making the world's largest pumpkin pie. I don't think Mama was a tin big enough for a Big Betty-sized pie, Daddy. Who's Julius? Julius Tremaine? He practically spits the name. Some cousin, however, many times removed, though I ain't claim him as a kin. He owns the farm next to ours, except he doesn't seem to have as good of a grasp on whose property is whose. Oh no! Thinks he owns half our land. Always sneaking around taking vegetables we planted. Of course, the way he tells it, we're the ones stealing from him. Saying he's the one putting seeds in the ground. He's a miserable old cuss, and he knows it too. Stealing vegetables born in other folks' hard labor is probably the only joy he has in life. Those things we saw it on Monday are called ditchlings, and they're a bad omen. Have you seen any of those creatures around your farm? Yeah. Ditchlings? Sounds like an old folk tale. Suppose that suits them. As for being an omen, I believe that too. But I suppose there's not much to be done if they're forewarning some kind of disaster. Besides looking out for me and mine. Still, I appreciate you telling me, Atreus. Have you seen any of them around your farm? Yeah. A few of those critters. They got scared off before I could start shooting. Nasty little buggers. We've all been losing sleep making sure we can keep an eye on things. So they're literally trying to come for his chickens, bro. It's even rubbing off on the hens. None of the little ladies have been laying in weeks. You know, Daddy, I bet some big mastiff could keep them things away. This seems like one of the kind of jobs for a guard dog. Now don't you start again. We ain't getting a dog. I got enough mouths to feed, and as much as you say you'll take responsibility, I know it to be me cleaning after it. Besides, I don't have much faith in those things would be stopped by a dog. I saw more than a few in that nest. Nice seeing you, Duke. It was a pleasure running into you, Atreus. But we'd best get on with our shopping. Can't spend too long away from the farm with those little devils running around. Can't leave Mama all by herself up there for very long. You have a good one. Hope Scarlet Hollow treats you better from now on. It was nice meeting you, Atreus. And please, tell Miss Scarlet I'm sorry about her mama. You shuffle off into the aisles. Tabitha and Sybil are still in the tea room. Your phone buzzes. It seems like it's more than just tea, bro. Oh my god. Hey, I overslept. Still, gotta make myself breakfast. Meet at library after you figure out plan. And don't worry, I never forget about our REESE'S plan. Can't wait. Then it buzzes again. Hey again, LOL. If you want to come over for breakfast would honestly love to hang out. And then it buzzes again. Somebody was busy this morning. Sliding into the DMs, are we? If you want to hang out before the library thing, I'm parked in the abandoned lot by the gas station. It's a hard mess. You have plenty of time before dinner at REESE'S house. Go after Kanika, swing by Stella's. Check on Oscar. Who's Oscar? I forgot who Oscar is. Go to the diner to see Avery. Wait for Tabitha. Stella. It doesn't take long to make your way to Stella's house. Knock on the door. You politely knock on Stella's door. There's no answer. You knock again, louder this time. Finally, you hear the slow and quiet shuffling of tired feet and the jingle of keys and locks. An exhausted Stella groggily stares at you from her doorway. Hey, sorry, I'm a bit of a mess. I guess I slept in a lot. Give me a second to finish getting dressed and I can make some of us breakfast. Oh, kitty. No! The pug, bro! Stella talks from the other room as she changes. What are you feeling for breakfast? Pancakes, eggs, and biscuits? Maybe just a classic scramble? Bro, pancakes, bro. I also have a toaster, waffles. Tall waffles, bro! Offering a biscuit after you've had Winnie's. Someone's got a family secret? Pancakes, biscuit, don't trouble yourself. A toaster waffle. How about pancakes? Yes, excellent. Nothing like a stack of cakes for breakfast. We can even make them together. That sounds fun. And some blueberry syrup, please. Okay, alright, let's get started. Ooh, I love the fit, bro. You look like a Ghostbuster. Cute jumpsuit, you look great. Is the jumpsuit because you're ghost hunting later? Yes, cute jumpsuit, look great. Haha, thanks. It's because we're going ghost hunting tonight. This used to be my lucky get up from back when I did ghost hunting videos. Nice. Though I guess you might call it unlucky, since I've never actually seen a ghost. But hey, after a couple of nights, maybe we could use a bit of bad luck. No, don't say that. The kind of bad luck where we don't find anything, of course. Don't want to jinx us. Should we start on food? You'll have to tell me what to do. Will do. I'm sure you'll catch on in no time. Oh, wait. Stella, wait. Pancakes are pretty easy, though the real challenge is not burning them. And not undercooking them. And not burning them and undercooking them at the same time. But hey, at least the ingredients are easy to assemble. I'll handle the dry stuff if you mix the wet stuff. Stella gives you a handful of pre-measured ingredients, a bowl, and a whisk. And if you don't mind, I'm going to make an egg for myself while you work on the mix. Actually, can I have an egg too? Yeah, I want an egg too. Of course, the more the merrier. Hope you like the over easy. I don't though. Anyways, seems like you've gotten an earlier start than I did. Anything interesting happen while I slept? Did Tabby give you a hard time? I ran into Duke and Bo in a general store this morning. Tabitha was planning on babysitting me all day, but I managed to sleep off. You could have brought her with you. No, why would I do that? She's weird, though she probably is easier said than done. Especially after what happened last night. I bet she's got a lot on her plate. Okay. Oh, and then you ran into Duke and Bo at the general store this morning. Oh yeah? How are you there? Oh wait. Oh yeah? How are they doing? Have they run into any more ditchlings? Yeah, a few. Sounds like they've been fending off. It looks like they're canceling their trip. Wait. Yeah, this one. Yeah, a few. Sounds like they've been fending them off so far. Things are getting worse, aren't they? Not a whole lot has happened other than that. Well, no news is probably good news, right? Are you pumped for ghost hunting tonight? As long as it's with you, I'm down for anything. Yeah, I'm ready, but you better stay close in case I get scared. I'm extremely pumped. Whatever happens, I hope it's scary. I'm craving the adrenaline rush. After everything we've been through, I'm pretty nervous. I'd rather we just didn't do it. I didn't sign up for any of this. I don't know if it really matters how I feel about it. It's gonna get done. It can't be worse than the last 2 nights. I still don't believe in ghosts. I just along for the ride. Let's see. Yeah, I am pretty nervous. What if it's as bad as the last couple of nights have been? I think ghosts are usually pretty harmless. As long as you're not adventuring in an abandoned mine. I don't see how even a legit haunting could be anywhere near as bad as everything that happened to us yesterday or the day before. I mean, you'd be surprised. I think we're in for a chill evening. I feel like you're kind of ignoring my reservations, and you sort of been doing that a lot with a lot of people. I wish you took my concerns serious. Just because you like getting scared doesn't mean other people do. Okay. You convinced me. Tonight will be fun. Stella, please don't say it'll be chill. You're gonna jinx it. You keep saying things are going to be chill and then they're very not chill. Yeah. I keep saying things are going to be chill and then they wind up being very not chill. Should I be nervous? You know, now that you mention it, I guess that's starting to become a pattern, isn't it? Well, even if it's not chill, it's gotta get done. Oscar and Rosalina need their house back. Eggs are done. Time for the pancakes. Maybe you should have did the pancakes, then the eggs, because then the eggs are gonna get cold, bro. Stella takes your bowl from you, dumping it into her flour, whisking, quickly combine the ingredients. And now we pray for the pancake gods for a perfect stack. Thank you for coming over, by the way. It's nice to have the company. Let's see, Tabitha. So exactly is your history with my cousin? It seems like you and Tabitha used to be a lot closer. What happened? Why do you keep harassing my cousin? It seems like she doesn't want you around. Why do you still bother Tabitha? Bother with Tabitha? I'm sorry, Tabitha is kind of a jerk to you. I mean, she's probably like that with everyone, but still, I'm sorry. I don't think that's true. She's distant, sure, and kinda terse, but I think that's just her way of joshing me. Like the whole band from the mine thing, she's so funny. I don't think she treats you like that. You deserve better. I know you think it's funny, but I'm not so sure. I don't know, maybe you should just leave her alone. I don't like that she treats you like that. You deserve better. But she treats everyone like that. I'm just more persistent. If everyone backed off when Tabitha acted prickly around them, she'd be entirely cut off from the rest of the world. Besides, it's not like you're one to talk. You're plenty prickly. Huh? I am? How? So, what exactly is your history with my cousin? It's complicated. Time for the first flip. I'll need your moral support for this. Stella's face narrowly is concentrated as she readies herself to flip the pancake. Whoops. Fell. Oops. Wait, what do you mean? What happened to it? Did it fall on the floor? Whoops. Well, the first one is always practice anyway. We'll just be a little lopsided. There are no mistakes in the kitchen, as a great woman once said. Do you think you'll always live here? Have you ever thought about moving away? That's hard to say. I inherited this house, you know, so I don't need to worry about where to live or how to survive. And I know everyone's here. I don't really know folks out there. Kanika told me about what happened to your parents. Oh yeah, died in a car crash. They were taking me to college? I didn't wind up going, not much more to be said. Did you ever try to go back to school after that? Stella stares down at the breakfast food sizzling away at the pan. No, didn't have to. Like I said, I inherited the house, so it's not like I needed to worry about where I'd live or how I'd get by. That's sad. Oh, she said you were in the car. That must have been awful. Taking you to college. Were you in the car? That's why you've been nervous around cars. Yeah. Can we talk about something else? Yeah, sorry. Do you ever hang out with Ari? Oh, that's a good question. I guess I just don't know them very well. I grew up with Reese and Kanika and Tabby. Even you don't seem like a stranger. What with you were related to? Avery moved here a few years ago, kind of close to the heels of all that stuff with the accident. So I guess I wasn't really in the right headspace for making new friends. I do go to their parties, but now that you mention it, it is weird that I haven't thought of trying to hang out with them outside of that. I should check them sometime. Seems like you and Kanika don't hang out much anymore, so we're actually going to see Reese, right? Yeah. We cut up while she was away at school, but now that she's back, she's so busy with the store. It's really not fair that she had to put her whole life on hold. It's been nice hanging out with her more the past couple of days, though. Even if I wish the circumstances were better. So let's say, yeah. So we're actually gonna meet Reese today, right? Heck yeah, we are. If Dr. Kelly tries to turn us away again, we can just sneak in. What, through the window? Nothing will stand in the way of us in friendship. What's he like? Are you sure he's real? Do you think he's contagious? I really don't like his mom. His mom's got it rough. What's he like? I'm not sure to ruin a cool and mysterious introduction by telling you. I think you'll like him though. Are you sure he's real? At the very least, he was real for the most of his childhood. And if he's a ghost now, that's even better. He can tell us what being a ghost is like. Do you think he's contagious? Nah, whatever he's sick with has gotta just be a Reese thing. His mom isn't sick. And I've seen him a couple of times in as many years, and I'm totally fine. His mom's got it rough. Yeah, I can't imagine being in her shoes. Her whole life is taking care of him at this point, you know? How's the food coming? Funny how you ask. Looks like we're all done here. Oh, pancakes and eggs. Now I want to make some. Okay. Breakfast is served. And look, I didn't burn any of them. Nice. Okay. The pancake gods wanted to make sure I could impress my guest with my incredible breakfast skills. Bon appetit. It's nice to take things a little easy after the past couple of days. As you and Stella start to dig in, you're interrupted by the phone alarming sounding off. Oh shoot, I almost forgot. It's Major Jimmy Day. Major Jimmy Day? What is this? Mayor Jimmy Day? On top of being a great show, it's probably a good excuse to meet up with Oscar and start talking ghosts. Oh good. We can warn him of the coming danger. Why is meeting the mayor such an exciting event to you? He's just a politician. You can let Avery know. Why is meeting the mayor such an exciting event to you? He's just a politician. How charming can he be? You'll see. Let's finish up and head over. I'll make sure to bring some biscuits for the mayor. Biscuits? We didn't make biscuits. Huh? Don't worry about it, shall we? What do you mean, are you gonna go buy some biscuits? Southern hospitality. You and Stella make your way to the library. It's busier than usual. A small crowd has already formed on a corner of the main foyer. Now we're just waiting for Kanika. Thank God we have something to do this morning. My family's been driving me nuts. Yes, the whole gang's here. I've been waiting to introduce Atreus to the mayor for like the entire time I've known her. I've never gotten to introduce someone to the mayor before. It'll be worth it, trust us. Alright, shall we? It's a dog? He's a dog. Keen eye. Not only is this mayor a dog, but judging from the series of portraits lining the wall, every mayor of Scarlet Hollow has been a dog. What the heck? This must be a joke. You can tell this dog is the mayor from his little sash and his fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he's been elected to. You haven't met the serious man by his side, but you have to assume that he's the mayor's handler. The mayor's little nose starts twitching as you approach. His doggy eyes shine with a curious intensity. He knows you have something. Peanuts! You hold the peanut slightly rancid. It was for him. The mayor's nose twitches eagerly at their strong odor, and then he's on them in a flash, ripping through the plastic and devouring the soft-shelled legumes. Drop it, sir, drop it. Generous campaign contribution. His security detail tries to tear him away, but it's too late. The peanuts are already eaten. Oh hey, you finally got rid of those things. You'd better hope those nuts settle well. If the mayor gets any tummy trouble after eating your disgusting peanuts, there'll be H to pay. He holds his paw as if to shake your hand. Shake the paw. It's lovely to meet you, Mayor. You reach forward to take the mayor's little paw, but its burly security details stop you. No paw shaking. Only head pats and ear scratches allowed. Isn't he just the cutest? It's the best part of living in Scarlet Hollow, besides the nature. And all my friends and Winnie's Biscuits, oh, and the close-knit small town community, of course. But having a dog mayor is a close fifth, no contest. Alright, you've had your turn with the mayor. Now, move along and keep the line going. Wait, so who's the mastermind behind all this mayor stuff? I need to know. Stanley and Kanika quickly shuffle out of the room ahead of you, leaving you to follow them. Oh. It looks like everyone else is already talking to Oscar in the next room. Before you catch up to your companions, you are intercepted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. Is that the pastor? Pastor Daniel. What the? I didn't even notice that painting over there. That looks crazy. Okay. I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it you're Atreus? Everyone's been buzzing about you. I'm so sorry about your aunt, but I'm sure she's in a better place now. I doubt Perlane is a better place. It sounds like she was awful. Oh, I'm sure she wasn't that bad. Most people are good deep down inside. It's best not to speak ill of the dead. How do you know anything about ghosts? Ghosts? I've never encountered one myself, but I have heard stories of folks who have been visited by their loved ones from beyond the grave, and it seems like it provides them with a sort of spiritual healing. Like their beloved relatives are watching over them even in death. Is this about Perlane? Or maybe your mother? Have you been visiting her? Or have you been visited by her? No, Oscar's place is haunted. I think we need an exorcism. Dang, I thought you might have some good ghost stories. Ew, no, I mean real ghosts. Ew, no. What do you mean? No, Oscar's place is haunted. Oh, like a Scooby-Doo episode or something? I'm afraid I don't buy into that particular notion. It's a bit too spiritualist. Now, if it were a vision of some of his... if it were a vision of one of his parents trying to contact him from heaven, I could understand that. But I simply don't believe in malicious spirits, lingering neither in heaven nor HELL, jumping out of closets to scare us. This smile's so creepy. I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for whatever he says she saw. What, you believe in some ghosts and not others? What makes you an authority on that? Yeah, sure. There were ghosts in the mines last night. There have been a lot of supernatural happenings. Yeah, that's true. You should come ghost hunting with us tonight. Yes. The blood drains from his face as he gulps nervously. Oh, I promised my daughter I would watch VeggieTales tonight. VeggieTales, bro! I remember that show. So, I'm not afraid. I have plans. Okay! Come on, buddy. But let me know if you need anything... but let me know if you see anything strange. I'd love to hear your account of this supposed haunting. You're denying me and promoting yourself at the same time. In fact, here's my card. Yeah, I'm sure this is not gonna be the first time we meet you. He hands you a business card. Call me if you need me. Sure. Janie mentioned you this morning. That woman is the light of my life. I'm so glad she's there to help your cousin through this rough patch. People in town seem to think there's something wrong with you. I should go. It was nice meeting you. Back off, preacher man. I ain't buying what you're selling. You can see. People in this town seem to think there's something wrong with you. I think I should go. It was nice meeting you, though. Back off, preacher. Back off, preacher man. I ain't buying what you're selling. Let's be. People in this town seem to think something's wrong with you. Are they calling me a creepy again? I've heard some folks like to tell little jokes like that. Folks in this town sure have an interesting sense of humor, but it's really funny. Anyway, I just thought I'd offer to lend an ear if you ever needed to talk through your feelings about Perlane's passing, or your mother's passing for that matter. I see what everyone meant. You got a vibe. He doesn't really got a vibe. I don't think you're creepy. Everyone else is wrong. That sounds lovely. Thank you. Thanks for the offer, but I'm fine. Sounds lovely. Thank you. Oh, it does? That's great. The church doors are open anytime you feel like you need someone to talk to. I guess he doesn't really get people to warm up to him. He's kind of shocked. I've been told I'm an excellent listener, and of course, I've been trained in spiritual counseling. So I may be of help if you find yourself in a difficult place emotionally. I offered the same to Tabitha, since she and my wife Janie are friends, but I think she's been a bit too busy to take me up on it. Anyway, I hope to see you around. He waves, smiling wide as he walks up the stairs to join the crowd around Mayor Jimmy. Nothing to do now but catch up with your companions. Go after them. Yeah, we got slowed down real a lot. Whoa, why has he got his shirt off? You find them already talking to Oscar deeper in the library. Are you sure we can't just get it over with while the sun is up? I don't know if I can handle getting scared in the dark 2 nights in a row. I wish we could, especially since I'm not particularly excited about going back in there after dark either. But I'm pretty sure it only comes out when the sun goes down. Yeah, there's no way I'm going in until the spirit is at full power. What do you mean? You just make it sound like some kind of laser gun. I want to be sure we get the best evidence possible. This could be my one shot to get real proof of ghosts. I'm not gonna waste it just because I'm impatient. Y'all are going to be the death of me. Uh-oh, don't foreshadow your own death. I just hope it's possible to get rid of this thing. This is a pretty serious ghost infestation? Is that what you'd call something like this? I believe it's called a haunting. But ghost infestation also sounds good. I suppose we're the ghost hunters, so we can call it whatever we want. Anyways, I'll be bringing all the ghost hunting supplies anyone could ever need, so we should be set on preparations. The only thing y'all need to bring is an open mind. We could always call the pastor if things get sticky. Don't worry, Oscar will fix this. We have the power of friendship on our side. I still don't think ghosts are real. I'm starting to get cold feet about this haunt. We could always call the pastor if things get sticky. No, I don't think that would be necessary. Yeah, let's leave the creepy pastor out of this. So that's so mean. Something tells me things would just get worse if he showed up. I once saw a man having what looked like an honest-to-goodness conversation with a squirrel. I don't think he's all there. But, well, if we're not doing the hunt now, I guess we should head over to REESE'S. But wait, there was a skill that you could like talk to animals, so like that's so... If I had that one, it would have been an insult. Absolutely. Come on, Atreus. Time to go bother our friend. I'm gonna go head back. I'm gonna get back to it. See y'all tonight. Time to go. I finally met Pastor Daniel. I figured as much after you suggested calling him for the ghost hunt. It was only a matter of time until he tried to pull you aside about grief counseling. When my dad died, I had to ban him from the general store for a week. He wouldn't stop leaving these little pamphlets at the checkout. I don't know where he finds so many. Everyone should be nicer to him. He seems like a good man. Yeah, alright, his vibes are bad. He and Janie keep trying to make me go to church. That's all I have to say, really. I met him. He has been met. I have no opinions on the man. Yeah, people need to be nicer to him. Okay, that's really sweet of you, but sometimes you've got to trust your gut. The man was grinning all through my dad's funeral. He's not normal. Grinning? Oh no! And I don't mean that as a stigmatizing mental illness kind of way. There's just a little siren going off every time I see him that tells me to get away from him. That's exactly how I would describe it too. The whole town feels the same way. Now that I think about it, he must be pretty lonely. What if he's behind all the stuff? He can look for friends somewhere else. You guys are hecka mean, bro. Okay, do you mind if we invite Tabitha ghost hunting? No! Invite Tabitha. Invite Tabitha to go ghost hunting secretly. Should we invite Avery? Head to REESE'S. Tabitha or Avery? No, let's just head to REESE'S. Yeah. The three of you leave the library for an early dinner at REESE'S. Dinner? It's too early for that. You once again find yourself in front of REESE'S house. A cold hesitation grips you as the building looms over the hilltop. Though it's early afternoon, it feels much later. The sun's already sinking behind the tall mountains that surround Scarlet Hollow. We're a little early. What if Dr. Kelly yells at us? There's no such thing as early when you're hanging out with friends. That's just extra time you get to spend together. Why is Stella so, like, happy-go-lucky, like Sora from Kingdom Hearts? Something's wrong here. Something's wrong here, I think. I don't know. Okay. Or maybe that's just how she deals with things. Okay, but what if she yells at us? Whoa! It's too late. The door swings open. He looks like Jack Skellington. Hey. Hey. Reese. Oh my god, dude. It's been ages. You must be Atreus, right? I've heard a lot about you. Stella's been relentless about making sure I got all the Atreus updates. Are they here already? Are they here already? I knew you'd show up early, Stella. And don't say it was to help me cook. But I make an excellent sous chef. Let's just get this over with. Man, why is she like helicopter parent vibes, bro? The house feels cold. Not only is there an odd chill in the air, but the building itself feels too sterile, uncomfortably tidy to the point where you're nervous to touch anything. If it weren't for the aroma of store-bought dinner rolls baking in the oven, the unsettling artwork hanging on the walls, you'd be half convinced you wandered in a real estate showing. So, how can I lend a hand? By sitting down at the table and not puttering around in my kitchen. I made sure everything was done well in advance, so the only thing left are the rolls, which shouldn't be long. Then we can have a quick dinner and you can leave my house and go about your business. But I was kind of hoping to see Reese's new art. We still have time now, right? You aren't seriously considering subjecting your friends to your disaster of a room, are you? It's not that bad. You can still see the floor. Dr. Kelly raises a single questioning eyebrow. I don't mind their little mess. Yeah, I doubt it could be any worse than the way I keep my room. Yes. Okay, fine. As long as you stay out of the kitchen, I don't care what you get up to. Cool. We'll just be downstairs. You won't even know we're here. You make your way towards the basement stairs. Oh my goodness. This guy's place looks creepy. Okay. Bro. The basement is what you might expect out of a tortured artist who spends all his time confined in his studio. Discarded canvases lined its edges, while trash and sketches leak out from their piles in the corners of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Ghoulish faces coat the walls in paint, sneering out at their creator. Your mom is so scary. She can be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyway, make yourselves comfortable. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately, haven't been cleaning much. If you ever need a model, I'm here till Monday. Yeah. If you ever need a model, I'm here till Monday. That would be amazing. Though, I should warn you, I work odd hours. I don't usually pick up on a brush until late at night. She's staring! She's like, huh? But if that's not a deal breaker, it would be incredible to have such a captivating model. I look forward to the company, and I hope to do your likeness justice. There's so many options. Hold on, it says, your mom is scary. Your mom really looks out for you. So has Stella told you about everything that's happened the past couple of days? Your whole situation gotta be rough, sorry. What are you sick with? Dude, come out and say it. Sorry, Reese. H's is pretty direct. We don't have to talk about your illness. It's okay. I've come to terms with it anyway. The rest of my life is going to be. Haha, you're so macabre, Reese. You make it sound like you've been sentenced to death. You haven't, right? Not exactly. No one really knows what's wrong with me, but it's been getting worse. I can barely keep most food down. My skin's always itchy like there are worms crawling underneath it. I could live for a long time, or a short time, no one's sure. But I'm definitely not going to get better. Whatever time I have left is going to be miserable. So I have done my mourning. My best years are behind me. My future is unknowable. But one day I'll wind up in a pine box, just like everyone else, and I'm okay with that. Man, Reese, I may be a goth, but that is some real nihilist stuff. Well, make sure to come by more often from here on out. Friendship heals all wounds, right? Thanks, guys. But you really shouldn't worry about me. I have my art. I'm doing fine, really. Sure. Some of this stuff looks creepy. He said he's fine, but that don't look fine. Surely there must be something the doctors can do for you. True. We'll all join the worms one day. Oh no, but you're diagnosed. But what's your diagnosis, though? She really persistent too. I'm afraid the answer isn't very illuminating because it's not any one particular thing. It's just a whole mess of nasty little things that add up to a big diagnosis of bad genes. Guess I pulled the losing card in the DNA lottery. And hey, it isn't all bad. Some of it's just weird like this. Oh, hyperelasticity. Oh, whoa, does that not hurt? Nope, it feels fine. Like I said, it gets itchy under the skin sometimes, but I don't know if that's the elasticity, the medicine, or some other part of my condition. That was scary. Your art. It's emo. It's so emo. I'm sure they're probably pretty cliche, especially to somebody from a big city like Florence Hill. I haven't exactly been exposed to great art in the world festering in a tiny isolated town like Scarlet Hollow. But, wait. But that doesn't bother me. I'm more of a compulsion and outlet. Being stuck here means my thoughts have nowhere to go. They just writhe and grow inside me, picking me apart from within. It sounds like depression, but when it gets bad, I can just pick up a paintbrush and let them flow out of me and onto a canvas, trapping them somewhere outside of myself, at least for a little while. Looks like, but they come back over and over again. I keep painting. Don't listen to Atreus. You're allowed to just make art. And that painting I stole from you in high school always gives compliments. So it's emo. So if it's emo, it's good emo. No one said that emo was bad. No one said that emo was a bad thing. Oh no, you still have that? You should take one of my new ones and throw that ancient thing out. I don't want anyone to be subjected to art I made in high school. You should just start selling your new ones. I bet you could make a pretty penny if you started posting these online. I think I'll keep them to myself until I die. You know how it is with dead artists. Their art sells way more. I hope the doc or whoever winds up inheriting my work make millions off them. I'd be able to rest easy knowing somebody has retroactively given my life value. But your life has value, bro. Want to come to the ghost hunting tonight? Your mom is scary. Yes. I feel like she used to be less scary, but maybe I was just oblivious as a teen. Speak for yourself. It's possible she's gotten a bit on edge lately. I think my condition has been stressing her out a lot. It used to be something she thought she could fix, but I think she's kind of accepted that it's just something we have to manage. But even if she is a little harsh, she means well. She's just looking out for me. I know you think you need her, but there's plenty of people out there who'd love to dote on you. To dote on you? I guess that makes sense. She's probably just worried about you and doing her best. You and doing her best? She's controlling. Is isolating you from your friends looking out for you? She's kind of hot. What the? Okay. I guess that makes sense. She's probably just worried and doing her best. Yeah. Is isolating you from her friends looking out for you? I don't think... Does she do that? She did turn us away yesterday. You came yesterday? She didn't tell me. Wow. I was probably just asleep. She must have forgotten to mention it. I don't know if I would call that isolating. She didn't want to make me... She didn't want to wake me. I don't think that's her being controlling or anything. Not to cast any doubt on that, but she did say I couldn't bring you any food. She knows that's how I show my friends how much I appreciate them. And she knows I can work around all kinds of allergies and intolerances. Not gonna lie, it felt weird. I don't know, my body is pretty particular when it comes to food. She just pretends to have a full control over what I eat, so... okay, maybe that does sound controlling. But it's for a good reason. If I eat the wrong thing, it could really mess me up. So she has to regulate my food. So has Stella told you about everything that's happened the past couple of days? What movie collection? I didn't see any. Yeah, has she told you? Every detail. I wish I could see some of it myself, but you know, he gestures at futility towards the walls of the basement. Are you sure you just can't sneak out of one of these nights? The doc isn't keeping me prisoner here, Stella. I'm sick. You know that. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to. There's nothing to apologize for. I appreciate the effort. Really, I do. There's just nothing you can really rescue me from. That die's already been cast. But we were talking about the past couple of days, weren't we? Do you think the town is doomed? I think everything's probably doomed at some point, but I guess that's answering a different question. Do I think the town of Scarlet Hollow is on the brink of collapse? Probably not, but it's not like I have a lot of perspective of what it's like out there. There could be rioting on the main street, and if Stella or the doc didn't tell me, I just wouldn't know. I would totally tell you if there was a riot. Would Dr. Kelly tell you, though? I mean, yeah, I hope so. But the point I'm trying to make is that other people are my eyes out there. Do you have any thoughts on the ditchlings? Yeah, they've been coming up in my window at night. Oh, that's scary. Wait, really? Is that why you texted me that they're looking like something out of your nightmares? Yeah, I thought I was hallucinating. I hadn't put it together that might have been seeing the same thing until just now. I've been sketching them, actually. Tell me what you think. Yikes. He pulls out a sketchbook from one of the piles in his room. Okay, that's exactly what I saw on my way home last night. What does it mean that they've been lurking around here, though? I don't know, but I like the company. They're kind of beautiful in a sad way, if you ask me. I agree to disagree with you there. Those things are gonna be stuck in my nightmares until the day I die. Let's see. What do you think of my cousin? She was always distant and mean. I probably would have thought she had it out for me personally if she wasn't like that towards everyone. Or if I thought she would even knew my name. But people change. Maybe she's nicer now. She's still terrible. You guys just never took the chance to get to know her. She's actually really funny and sweet. I'll pass, thanks. What do you think is going on with Wayne? Who? You know, that guy who's been following Idris around, being all ominous. Oh yeah, that slasher creep. I appreciate the classic Jason vibe he has going on. Here's hoping he doesn't live up to that look for all our sakes. You should come with us to the haunting. That's quite a movie collection. Got any recommendations? I don't see where the movie collection he has. Where? Weird. I don't see. Oh, down there. I see. Let me think. Oh, have you heard of Shino-Chi Deathblood? I saw that for the first time recently and it blew me away. Shino-Chi Deathblood. I wonder if that's real. Excellent example of both Japanese horror and found footage done right. We could even put it on after dinner if you guys are interested. Man, I would usually be down for that, but we've got to head over the Oscars after this. We promised we'd Ghostbust his place. He apparently has been dealing with bad haunting. And I feel like we should really be there for him tonight, considering everything that's happened. Me and Rosalina have both need our support right now. I'll take a ring check on that movie, though. I don't like horror movies anyway. Yeah, I'll take a ring check on that movie, though. Yeah, we'll definitely come by for a movie night this week. I'm free tomorrow night. Same goes for Atreus. I should probably work tomorrow, but I can close up early. So you three go way back, huh? almost to the womb. The school here is a tiny K through 12, not exactly a one-room schoolhouse, but not far from it. We were lucky we all got along as much as we did. Some kids weren't able to make any friends their own age. They just happened to be born around the same time as some real jerks and were stuck with them through the whole school career. Poor kids. Oh, not that we were free from dealing with jerks, like a certain Scarlet I could name. Okay, she was a little rough around the edges, but she was pretty friendly when you got past that. Maybe to you, the way she used to look at me, you'd think I'd rolled into something foul every morning before school. Same here, though to be fair, the feeling was mutual between us. She deserved it though. Let me see. Wanna come ghost hunting with us tonight? Oh wow. You think you'd be able to be down for that? We'd love to have you. That would be so amazing. But I haven't had the best luck leaving the house lately. Even just walking to town is enough to put me in bed for a week. It sucks. But make sure you bring your camera, Stella. I want to see everything that happens. Reese's mom shouts from the kitchen. Dinner's on the table. Guess that's it for catching up. Make sure you wash your hands with soap. I don't want anyone sharing their germs. Sure thing, Doc. My hands are already clean. I'm allergic to soap and I can't wash my hands. Wait, okay, no use in saying anything else. It's probably just silently comply. You make your way towards the sink. Is this the... Wait. You make your way towards the sink, but are stopped in your tracks by the pull of an odd door at the end of the hallway. What's that noise? It feels out of place, like you're accidentally wandered into a different, older house. But more than that, you feel something radiating from behind it, something dark and cold. Something that reminds you of the dusty tunnel you narrowly escaped last night. An oppressive hum just beyond your hearing fills the air, and you feel strange. You are compelled to approach the door, drawn as if hypnotized. There's no other option. All of it says open up the door. Before you know it, the doorknob is turning in your hand, your heart full of both deep dread and a compulsive need to know what might be on the other side. What do you think you're doing? Well, there's something compelling about this door. I need to see behind the door. Looking for the bathroom? There's something compelling about this door. No, there isn't. Now wash your hands. She followed me around, bro. You won't let her interrupt you. You need to know what's behind the door. Oh, no you don't. Come, wash your hands and sit down. She grabs you by the shoulder, yanking you away. You do as she says, cleaning up under her watchful eye and allowing yourself to be ushered back to the table and away from the door. Oh, that was weird. I love spaghetti. Dinner is already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and a light salad. I want spaghetti, bro. Kanika anxiously picks up her food. Stella is nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense. His shoulders tight as his mother perches on the chair next to his. Dr. Kelly eyes all of you with a sharp, fierce gaze. But it's awkward for me because you stare right at me. She sits opposite of you at the far end of the table, her features silhouetted against the light of the setting sun in the window behind her. Pills? Pills. She slides a few tablets towards Reese. He obediently swallows them. This is excellent, Dr. Kelly. Is the pasta sauce homemade? No, it's from a jar. I work too many hours to make my own pasta sauce. Well, you have excellent taste in brands. And if you ever want any tips on easy home-cooked pasta sauces, you know No thanks, Stella. I have the internet if I need recipes. Thanks again for having us, Dr. Kelly. We really appreciate it. You didn't tell me they came by yesterday. You were asleep. I didn't want to wake you up. But you could have told me. Oh, he looks pissed. Why? They were coming over today anyway. I would just rather know these things. Noted. Oh, so tense. Explore. You know, I think I saw a video online about a family like yours. Turns out the mom was poisoning her kid for 18 years. Should I see this? Should I say it? Let's do it! Woo! Okay, you know, I think I saw a video online about a family like yours. It turns out the mom had been poisoning her kid for 18 years. The dinner table goes quiet. Oh yeah? I think I saw that video too. Wild stuff. Is that so? The silence returns, seconds still drawn out like minutes. I mean, I wouldn't put it past her. Dr. Kelly eyes briefly, nervously glanced toward her son before... Wait. Is she doing it? Dr. Kelly's eyes briefly, nervously glanced towards her son before flitting back to a position of annoyance. You can't help but feel like what you saw went beyond compassionate worry to genuine fear. There's no need for everyone to be tense. Everybody's okay. We're just here to have a nice dinner. Yeah. Yeah. Speak for yourself. Doc, really, I'm fine. Is it, or am I being interrogated in my own home by a guest I met yesterday? In Atreus' defense, a lot of awful stuff has happened in the past couple of days, and there's a lot of lingering questions. It's pretty hard to take the detective hat off once you've put it on. That may be the case, but Reese doesn't need to be agitated by this. I want to know what's going on out there. I don't care if it agitates me. And look, I'm fine. There's a long quiet as Dr. Kelly closes her eyes in reflection. Alright, I'll try and give this a chance. What about Reese? Does no one in this town have two parents? That's a good question. Whatever exactly does he have? Yeah. I'm not poisoning my son. So you should stop that thinly veiled accusations. He has a combination of genetic diseases that give him a fragile immune system, among other things. It's too much to get into. A lot of technical terms that I'd have to explain. It's not good dinner talk. And it can't be pleasant for him to have to hear it again, so let's drop it. I'm fine talking about it. I'd rather we talk about something else. The more you talk, the less you feel like you're having a conversation, and the more you feel like you're treading on eggshells. Does anyone have this? Okay. It must break your heart having to isolate your son from the world like this. Do you think Reese might feel better off if you got to see people more often? Yeah. No. Why? I'm his doctor and mother. You are someone who met him for the first time less than half an hour ago. One of us is a little more qualified to make decisions about his life. Wait, but what if you died? What is gonna happen then? You know, Doc, I feel pretty okay. I mean, as okay as I usually do, so still kind of crappy. But I don't think having people over has been as rough on my health as you thought it might be. It's been really nice. Hear that? Reese can hang out with his friends again. If you're still feeling okay after dinner, maybe you can come ghost hunting with me. Oh geez, Kaneko, what was that for? Don't push it, Stella. Just say the next time instead of kicking me. Your boots are heavy. Sorry, Dr. Kelly. We're totally respectful of Reese's boundaries, even though they might seem a little arbitrary and strict. They're not arbitrary. These rules are in place for good reason. Tell me how great you feel in an hour when the exhaustion catches up to you, Reese. You'll be knocked out all evening and regretting every minute of this, let me assure you. As if I would regret being able to see other people for the first time in months. I don't care what happens, it was worth it. The tension at the dinner table reaches a breaking point. Alright, that's enough. Dr. Reese is interrupted by Reese before she can finish her thought. So, were we talking about maybe watching a movie sometime this week while Atreus is still in town? Well, I'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. Yeah. We'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure he'll be okay. You're always overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like that's ever going to change. I'm sick every day, and I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in a basement alone just because seeing my friends might be deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sake. I can't believe I have to ask for permission from my mom just to have friends. Reese stopped mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. Oh no, don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can try and fix. Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Man, I knew it. I knew this would be too much. Oh no. Everyone get out of my house. Please, just leave us alone. Stop trying to interfere with his life. All it does is hurt him more. But we can't just leave him like this. Now is when he needs his friends the most. No, now is when he needs me the most. I'm his doctor and his mother. I know you care about him. I know that. He knows that too. But all of you would do is get in the way. So just leave, please. Don't think I know something is up here. Don't you think we know something is up here? We have stuff to do anyways. He seemed fine before dinner. It always comes in waves, and I can assure you that right now he's very much not fine. Now leave. The three of you are rushed out the door. I'll be back, Reese. I hope you'll be better soon. That was abrupt. Dr. Kelly shuts the door in your faces. The click of the lock signals the end of the dinner at Reese's. Do you really think Reese's mom is poisoning him? I think so, to be honest. If she is, I swear to you. She wouldn't. She wouldn't. That's just horrible. Who would do something like that to their own child and for so long? No, there's no way. Y'all are barking up the wrong tree. It seems far-fetched and it's definitely rare, but I don't think we can rule it out. Something weird happened when I went to wash my hands. It was like a force to try and break into the clinic. Did either of you get an impression Dr. Kelly is afraid of Reese? Something weird happened when I went to wash my hands. It was like a force to try and break into the clinic. Forced? How? It was like something was making me go there. I wonder, was it like the carving in the pit last night before you had a seizure? It was kind of like you were hypnotized. I didn't really have a good angle from the top of the ladder, but I guess I'll take your word on it. Hypnotism seems like a step up from what we've been dealing with, though. I mean, I don't know. A lot happened last night, but the whole thing was very trance-like. I guess it was kind of similar? Yeah. What if there's another carving in there? That'd be so weird. If there is, I wonder if it'd give you another vision. Maybe things have something to do with the ditchlings. You're not suggesting we go poking around in there, are you? Of course I am. Maybe tomorrow. I am not breaking into Dr. Kelly's clinic based on a bad vibe, Adria Scott. But why not? Yeah, keen eye. Does either of you get the impression that Dr. Kelly is afraid of Reese? I would have sworn I saw genuine fear in her eyes for a second there. Are you sure she just wasn't being overprotective? I'm sure that's all that's going on. And she has every right to be. I mean, the poor guy took 2 bites of food and got sick immediately. I can't imagine what it's like for both of them to go through. If anyone is afraid of anyone in the house, Reese is afraid of his mom. Yeah. I think they're both reading into things too much. Dr. Kelly is good people. Look, I'm just saying maybe there's more to their dynamic than just him being sick, but it's not like there's much we can do about it right now. We could probably go back and forth on this for a while. Let's just get going. The sun is setting and we wouldn't miss a second of ghost action. I want to take a wild guess and maybe he's scaring the mom and she's keeping him sick to keep him docile? Not sure. Stella hurries off down the hill almost as if to run away from what just happened. You and Kaneko follow her down the slowly darkening street. Lit by the orange hues of the setting sun, the library feels different. What was once a quaint building in a small town now stands as an imposing structure, its walls holding something that stares back at you with menace. Maybe Kanika is right. Maybe ghosts aren't real, and the rest of tonight is going to be a pleasant break from the events of the past few days. Hot. A ghost hunt seems like the perfect place to sneak in, smooching under the guise of splitting up and searching for clues. Maybe a special someone might be interested in breaking off from the rest of the group. Keen eye. Before you enter, a pair of figures in the nearby bush caught your eye. You can't help but feel that with every passing day, the ditchlings grow bolder. Oh, I see them. Enter the library. Just as its exterior was intimidating in the setting sun, the inside of the library is dark. Its shadows deep and foreboding. The meet and greet from the mayor ended quite some time ago, and the throngs of visitors took whatever joy was in this place with them as they left. Hey, Oscar! Hey, Oscar! Are you back yet? Shh! You can't yell in the library. It's against the rules. It's after hours. Rules only apply before 5 p.m. Now it's our domain. You still have the tank top. Hey, you're here sooner than I expected. Hope dinner went okay. Yeah, it went okay. Reese wasn't filling up for a longer hangout, unfortunately. I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay. Just means we have more time to hunt ghosts. I've come fully loaded. Got my EMF reader, temperatures gauge, spirit box, infrared camera, UV light, video cameras, salt, flashlights for everybody in case the ghost messes with the electricity. Parabolic microphone, Sharpies, and paper for an automatic writing. Matches the candles for rituals. Wow, you got everything. Sound like you got, did your homework. Oh, and a Ouija board. No, not a Ouija board. I know they're toys, but I never know what might come in handy. Stay away from those. Those are horrible. Wow. This is a lot of ghost hunting stuff for something that's so last minute. Do you just have this stuff ready to go in a bug out bag or something? Of course I do. I actually stashed a couple of bags here overnight after I got back from the mines. Excuse me? I wasn't about to carry everything around all day. This way we can go in light and pop out to grab more stuff once things start getting spooky. I may never have found any compelling evidence of ghosts, but that's not for lack of trying. And after last night, I'm more than ready to try again. Got a bad feeling about this. There are ditchlings in the bushes outside. Yes, there are. Yeah. Who knows how many are more lurking around here? That's concerning. Are you sure it's safe to be around them? If Sybil's right, we're only going to see more of them as time goes on. We can't let them get in the way of things. This whole town is one big supernatural death trap. Last night was weird. I don't know what we saw. There's nothing unexplainable about a mine collapse. Whatever weird stuff we saw last night was probably just a gas leak. There could be a rational, non-supernatural explanation for what we saw, like aliens. Aliens doesn't seem like anything that I would suspect. Yeah, the whole town is a whole supernatural death trap. I swear. It's not usually like this. It's a really nice place to visit most of the time. Just not this week, apparently. Yeah, you can tell from the shuttered storefronts and jaded residents. Maybe this place has been a metaphorical death trap for a long time, and it's decided to be a little more obvious about it now. Who are you? Zane. Yo, don't rush off ghost busting without Zane. No way was I gonna forget your promise, Stella. Why did he seem so small before? Maybe it was just because we were far away. Zane, glad you can make it. I was confronted by my own mortality for the first time yesterday, so I'm desperate for answers about the afterlife to ease my troubled mind. Now let's go mess with some ghosts. I hope my house is big enough for 5 ghost hunters at once. If this is everyone, we can go ahead and get started. It's through the back, follow me. Looks like the sun has almost set. This is when stuff usually starts to kick off. I haven't been back inside for about a week, so I have no idea what to expect. Hey. You didn't think you'd be doing this without me, did you? Oh, there's so many people involved now. Rosalina, I thought you were at Alexis's place. Sorry, Mr. Gutierrez. She's really convincing. Oh, hi Zane, what's up? Yo. You don't have to leave me out of stuff like this anymore, Dad. I'm not some fragile thing that needs protecting. I can handle seeing a ghost or whatever. It is what's keeping us outside of our house. I really don't think you want to see what's in there, Rosalina. I don't know if you'd ever be able to feel safe in our house again if you knew it was there. Yeah, I mean, Zane's coming. It's not like tonight is an adult-only event. Yeah, that's true. She's got a good point, Mr. G. Yeah, I don't want to be coddled just because you're scared. Alexis and I can handle this. Yeah, we can totally handle this. Okay, I'm sorry, Rosa. Just let me know if it gets too much and you want to leave, okay? Thanks, Dad. Now, let's get our house back. I feel like there's way too many people now. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You all cross over the threshold and enter Oscar's living room. Family photos line the walls and stacks of books sit comfortably on wooden furniture. Aside from the painting on the floor, this living room feels too normal, too human to be haunted. Okay, looks pretty normal for now. I don't remember that picture being on the floor, but that could be non-supernatural. None of my equipment is picking up anything around the picture. But I'll set up the camera in case it falls again. Could be important evidence. Just for the photo? You should do it for the whole room. You might want to save your camera for Rosalina's room. That's where I've seen the ghosts manifest. I wonder if the ghosts will ever show with this many people around. Ooh, wait. Is it just me or does it suddenly feel colder? It sure does. I definitely feel that. The temperature gun says it's actually a couple of degrees colder. But that's normal. Rooms and hallways are sometimes colder than other parts of the house. Whoa, a genuinely cold spot. I gotta snap a picture for posterity. Wait, posterity? Is that it? This isn't very scary. Why do you take a picture? You can't take a picture of the degrees. Or I guess it's for memories. Explorer. Wait, Rosalina, if the ghosts mostly manifest in your room, shouldn't you have seen it? Yeah. I've only seen the stain. Dad made me switch rooms with him way before we moved out. I wasn't about to let my daughter sleep in a haunted bedroom. I spent most of my nights on the couch before we set up shop in the library. Even if there's something back there, I'm not scared of it. I'm mad at it. Y'all are so brave. I'd be terrified sleeping somewhere that might have a ghost. I feel a presence. Don't say that. There's so many options. Come on, ghosts, let's see some real action. I'm scared. Let's just leave. Alright, gang. I think I'll cover more ground if we split up and search for clues. Maybe it's just shy. Oscar, are you sure there are real ghosts? We're wasting our time here. Oscar said the ghost is Rosalina's room. Yeah. Let's go to Rosalina's room. Yeah, but we don't have to rush there. I'm sure we can deal with it from here, right? Stella, I've been meaning to ask. Do you actually know how to get rid of ghosts? How exactly are we going to get rid of it if we find one? Well, my ghost hunting kit has symbols from every major religion, assorted holy books, a bunch of salt, and some jars for ectoplasm. And if worst comes to worst, we can always use a Ouija board to politely ask it to leave. No, it's the worst idea. Aren't Ouija boards super cursed? Are you sure we wouldn't be making it mad or invite it even into our house or something? I think I'd rather not take that chance. One ghost is enough to deal with. I don't much like the thought of opening a door for something worse. Yeah, exactly. Wow, you've never been this superstitious, Dad. This ghost really must have you freaked out. Okay. Oscar takes a deep breath before continuing. Let's head to Rosalina's room. Follow me. Whoa, do you see that? This big old stain. That feeling again. Like the mines, like the door to the clinic. A dusty, suffocating, dizzying feeling. Something is in this house. Though whether it's a ghost or something worse, you aren't sure. Look at teen interest. That's funny. Whoa! This is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain. Weird, I'm not getting anything. It's not even cold. It's the same temperature as the living room. Nothing on the EMF either. And your equipment is wrong. The stain is definitely paranormal. I've scrubbed it out too many times to count, and it just keeps coming back. Oh, that's creepy. It's just a stain, Dad. Can't we just cover it back up? I don't mind sleeping in here. Let's get scientific about this. If you scrub the stain out a bunch, maybe that's part of the summoning ritual. If y'all are offering free carpet cleaning, be my guest. Have you tried tearing up the carpet? It's probably just a rusty pipe leaking through the floor. Are you sure you scrubbed it out? Ghost blood. Ghost blood. Definitely ghost blood. Or it's just a rusty pipe leaking all over the floor. I think that'd be a bigger problem than what Atreus and Stella are suggesting. Yeah. Have y'all tried ripping up the carpet to see what's causing the stain? The government owns this house. There's no way I'm leaving a big red stain in their carpet. I'd make sure it was pristine every morning. Besides, I also kind of assumed it was ghost blood, which it is. What if there's something written under there? Only way to be sure. Oh! She's messing it up. You're doing the government a favor, really. Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch. The floor around it's stained in reddish brown. Oh no. There's a broken seal around its edges. Whoever carpeted over this hatch didn't want anyone to going down there. What if there isn't a ghost after all? What if somebody lives down there? Okay, maybe I don't want to sleep in here. Yeah, I wouldn't either at this point. There's a broken seal around the edges. Someone didn't want us down there. Yeah, but how long ago was it sealed up? Whoever did this has got to be long gone, right? There's no basement in this house, so at least we weren't told about a basement. And look, all this red stuff is coming from underneath. Oh yeah, this is super haunted, alright. You've got a basement chock full of ghosts. I can just feel it. Y'all know last month was super rainy. It's clearly been a long time since anyone stepped foot in the basement. Or crawl space, or whatever it is under that hatch. There must be a leak that flooded the whole area under the house. The water dissolved the caulk around the edges and leaked through to the carpet, and it's red because North Carolina has red dirt. It's as simple as that. It's not mud, it's blood. Human blood. I tested it. Maybe you tested it wrong? Oh, it's human blood? Ugh. It can't be blood, right? Whatever it is, I need to know what's down there. I need to know what's been under my bed all these years. Yeah, there's an old hatch in the floor that someone tried to seal up. We're not leaving until we explored every nook and cranny. Have you considered they may have tried sealing it up because it's unsafe? Uh-oh. You think the flooding could have made the house unstable? I'm all in on ghost hunting, but I know I could crawl into another dangerous crevice. I'm going for it. Whoa, you come in... Wait, what? You come to Oscar's living room. You can't tell what time it is, and your friends are nowhere in sight. The building feels colder, and there's something about the air that feels wrong. It's stale and an undercurrent of mold and earth. You feel claustrophobic. Did I get transported somewhere? As soon as you're in a coffin, each breath depleting what little oxygen is left. Oh no. Hello? Hello? Is anyone there? There's no reply. Call somebody. Pastor. You pull out the card Pastor Daniel gave you earlier and dial his number. Hey there. Hey there. This music sure is creepy. It's me and Tulip's VeggieTales tonight. Mind if I ask you who's calling? I'm afraid I don't know an Eddie. Wait, this isn't Atreus, is it? You hear a nervous gulp on the other end of the line. What a great prank. You really got me good. Haha. Say hi to Miss Tabitha's cousin Tulip. Wait, what? Stella. Eddie? Who's Eddie? You hear something drop violently on the other end and then a dial tone. Why does it keep saying Eddie? The phone rings. I've been looking all over for you. Where did you... What? Why are you saying that? Sorry I ditched you. Want to come over and do ghost hunting? I didn't say anything. Yeah, okay, I get it. Pulling a funny little prank on your little long-suffering cousin, playing some creepy old-timey radio clip over the phone. Did Kanika put you up to this? Whatever. Just come home. I'm sick of chasing after you. Call Kanika. Eddie? It's the same voice you heard when you called Stella, uttering the same phrase. You once again hear something drop violently on the end of the dial tone. Hello? What's your hello? Is this some kind of prank, Franklin? Come listen to this. Is this some kind of old-timey radio show? It's just repeating the same phrase over and over again. Someone's trying to creep us out. Now hold on just a minute. Ain't the area code from Florence Hill? Oh, Idris, we know that's you. You got some nerve calling a juvenile prank like this. If it ain't creepy enough, Eddie? Eddie? Repeating like that? Do you know any Eddies? Just hang up, Hugby. Gotta keep these lines clear for real callers. We'll deal with Atreus later. What? Yeah, look for my friends in Rosalina's room. Whatever just happened was weird, but your friends are probably still in Rosalina's room. You head further into the house. Where am I? Something isn't right. It feels like a late summer afternoon. The air is warm and wet, and the scent of flowers drifts on the breeze. Oh! Oh no! What the heck? Who are you? What are you doing on my property? What do you mean? This is super creepy. I thought Oscar... Is this the ghost hunts usually like? You scared me. Did you say Eddie? No one called me that in a long time. Eddie? It's Edwardine now. I'm not a child anymore. Wait, what? Stella, are you okay? You don't look so good right now. Eddie, that's the same name I heard over the phone. I wish I could say the same. You should have stayed gone, and you absolutely shouldn't have shown up here of all places. What is happening? This is creepy. Is that Eddie down there? Ugh. If you're caught, I don't mind you understand what father might do. Stella, I'm really scared right now. Very funny, Stella, pranking me out of nowhere. Does it even matter what I say? Am I supposed to have memorized lines or something? I'm not scared of father. This was a mistake. I shouldn't have come here. Yeah. A flash of pain in Stella's eyes tells you that she's keenly aware of everything that's happening right now. She is in agony. Oh no. I can't. It's not that easy for me. My brother were sent to Normandy, and now I'm the only Scarlet left besides father. I have responsibilities, Charlie. I'm so confused right now. You're controlling her. I'm more important than your responsibilities. I'm going to figure out a way to free you. You should just get out of town while you can. Still can. Whatever you came back for, it's not worth it. Let her go. She's gone, along with the shadow in the corner of the room. You're alone again in this strange garden. Follow her. You move to follow the narrow path of the foliage. As you step forward, a single door stands solitarily in the middle of the garden and appears before you. Enter it. You walk up to the door and open it. Whoa! Bells ring as a cacophony rages outside. The door in front of you pulsates as figures unseen bang against it. The shaded figures from the garden sits in the corner, ever so slightly more defined. Do you see this thing right here? What is that? Junior! Rosalina! Oh! Junior, pack your things quickly, hurry! Maybe you should run him out on a rail too. Make an example of the whole family. How many more times am I going to get jump scared? That is freaky. You kids should have just stayed in the library. I can't believe I'm gonna have to rescue you again. Wait, are there multiple ghosts? Okay, I'll pack real good. Ew, please, he's only a child. We'll leave peacefully, just leave us a little time. They were only children too. My boy was in there. Why should I give Junior here all the time in the world to gather his little toys and fancy clothes? My boy didn't have that kind of luxury. Keen-eyed, the collapse. Junior leaving, Charlie returning. It's all starting to come together. They're the same person. Junior leaving, Charlie returning. Who's that? Why are you possessing me? Why everyone else? I don't even live here. What are you trying to tell me? Just say it. This is horrible. This whole thing is horrible. I hate it here. You're talking about the collapse, aren't you? The one from 100 years ago? I'm doing it. I'm packing. Please stop yelling. If you're going to be mean about it, maybe I won't pack. I'm doing it. I'm packing. Please stop yelling. Don't listen to him, Charlie. Just keep packing. Looks like the others are on their way. But hurry, boy, or you and your little dolls might be burned up. And as for you, lady, what makes you think you're gonna keep getting any of those valuables you're packing in the fine suitcase of yours? Got this sucks. I can't imagine what it'd be like to be driven out of your own home like this. Mommy, I am scared. Make the madman go away. Trust me, boy, the coppers ain't coming here tonight. And what makes you think you can talk to an adult like that? Maybe they should have had you working in the mines too instead of lazing around in this big house. Maybe you should have learned a thing or two about respecting your elders. Don't talk to my son like that. Don't talk to me like that, woman. I call the shots. Now get out. Now get out, unless you want to end up in the flames with all your precious jewels and expensive dresses. You're lucky I'm even letting you leave. Address the shadow. I'm supposed to be you? I don't want to leave. This is my home. Don't talk to her like that. I want to go. Just... yeah. Am I supposed to be you? It's okay, Charlie. You can make new ones. Even better than these. It's good for him. Shouldn't be playing with dolls anyway. Now you're gonna have to earn your keep just like the rest of us. Boy. No more big inheritance for you. Alexis and Rosalina are whisked away, leaving you behind in an empty room. As they depart, the front door stops pounding and opens to a beckoning white void. Before you leave, have the chance to think, another door creaks open what thought it was the ceiling. Whoa, there you are. What do you want? This is quite the maze, isn't it? And that you killed it, and absolutely crawling with these miserable little parasites. What do you want? Bottom feeders. Talk to him. Not you again. Hey man, what's up? How did you get down here? I followed you in. I'm never very far behind. As he approaches, a smell hits you, sweating, suffocating flesh. Ugh. With a tinge of saccharin and stomach-churning scent of decay. Shall we find the end of this little maze? Walk forward into the void. Run past him into the void. There's no need for you to run away from him. You step past him, walking into the void. What is happening? You're outside, and it's night. A fall moon looming past the painted sky. Wayne is gone. But who is this right here? The night feels thick and warm. The insects lively. Their calls unnaturally tiny. Everything feels warped and wrong, like you're listening to a record fished from the bottom of a pond. Unless your eyes are playing tricks on you, the shadow on the corner keeps getting closer. Whoa, that's creepy. You poor dear. I've been keeping track of you, scuttling around town like a tomcat. You've fallen hard for Miss Edwardine, haven't you? Who's that? Oh God. Kanika, I'll get you out of here, I promise. I want to get off this ride now. If you're trying to scare me, it's not working. If you're trying to scare me, it's not working. Okay, fine. I'll watch. Dang, how'd you know I have hots for Edwardine? There's no need to be embarrassed. Your secret is safe with me. You know, I never did approve of what the Scarlets did to your family. And what it did to you, the two of you youngins. Childhood sweethearts. Just think how lovely it would have been. You could just be happy together. That's what you want, isn't it? Are you mad because Edwardine and Charlie's romance didn't work out? Youngins, how old are you supposed to be? So Edwin and Charlie, the plot thickens. That's all I want. What should I do? Actually, I want to get out of this place. Yeah, that's all I want. What should I do? I'm sure by now you've realized the young lady doesn't plan on leaving with you. But it's not for lack of desire, as you well know. It's Enoch. Even if you dragged her over the town limits, his hold over her would make sure neither of you were ever happy again. This is creepy, bro. Just think of what happens to your poor mother and father. Do you want that to be in the two of you? Oh, is this talking about Stella? Enoch is one of my ancestors, right? The last room. That's what happened to your parents, right? Well, why wouldn't I want to be like my parents? Why do you know... What do you even know about my parents? The powers at work here are stronger than even your love could withstand. You need to break the bonds holding her here. Then you can both go free. No more misfortune. Not for you, not for anyone else bold enough to step foot outside the hollow. It sounds like they're talking about Stella, but I'm not really sure. Kanika mimes handing you something, though her hands is empty. Everything you need to know is on that map. What's this misfortune in stepping outside of Holler? Is this town cursed? Oh, an item to quest for when I can get out. Thank you, I should do as you say. Breaking the bonds requiring that sounds like a quest. That's where you'll find them. You need her, and be careful. Good luck to the both of you. I hope you get your happiness. And then she's gone. It's trying to get rid of me. It'll have to try harder. It's trying to... Oh. What do you want? What's doing this? Why are you following me? So, you and Tabitha, huh? That was a thing? Am I dead? What the heck's going on in this town? I'm sure you'll be able to piece it together soon enough. I'd rather you find out on your own first. That's the only way you can really know who to trust, and then I can finally tell you more. There's so much to discuss when that time comes. What are you? I'm a friend. Do you know a way out? I will soon, but in the meantime, you have nothing to fear. I'm watching over you. Thanks, I appreciate that. I'm not worried about myself, I'm worried about my friends. I don't need you following me. Thanks, I appreciate that. He says nothing in response. Continue forward. And continue forward through the uncanny underbrush. This is so freaky. Ah, look at this. Once again, you find yourself separated and alone. A wooden corridor stands before you, littered with bottles and rails. Oh! That's not what I expected. This is gross. Your figure rises to attention, blocking your way. I'm afraid he doesn't have long. If there's anything you need to say to him, I'd say it now. What do you mean? Who is that? Look at that. As Zane is swept away, the room pulls itself to you, and you find yourself looming over a deathbed. Oscar lies in its center, looking pitifully small. I'm sorry, boy. Sorry I let my troubles drive your mama away. And sorry those troubles mean I'm leaving you all alone now. That looks excruciating. You must be the ghost dad. Oscar, I'm so sorry. Oh no, I don't like that noise. It'll all be over soon. Man, Junior, how many times do I have to tell you? I tried to stop it from happening, but that thing, Snake Enoch, went behind my back. So you're saying Enoch was the responsible for the collapse? You're right. I've been using the excuse for too many years. At a certain point, a man's tough to accept when he's dug his own grave. They may have run me out, but they didn't put the bottle in my hand still. They destroyed our legacy, boy. Both our names are cursed with that history. I'll be dead and gone soon, but I won't be able to rest. Not until our name is cleared. Not until you can pass on this name with pride. So something's haunting? This is my only request, Charlie. Go back there. Tell people the truth. Try and find proof. I don't know what you have to do, but please. I know I ain't been the best father, but I am no murderer. I'm guessing this request didn't really pan out. If the Scarlets are exposed for the collapse, Tabitha and I probably wouldn't be around. Is that why you're getting close to Edwardine in the garden? Edwardine? I don't know. Maybe you are a murderer. It seems like you killed yourself. I'm alright, Dad. I won't let you down. Yeah. I'm guessing this request didn't pan out, yeah. Man, I may not have till morning. Promise you'll go back and at the very least show that Enoch. What for? I promise. Whoa! You watch as Oscar's body seizes and falls through the sheets, taking the rattling pile of bottles with him. Such theatrics. This is horrible. What a waste of time. Why force you to see any of this? People always think their own experiences are so important, but what does any of it matter? Hot. So, you're still seeing Tabitha, or are you single? You're stupid. I would never. He's like, moldy smell. Stop following me. You keep disappearing. Do you know what it's trying to tell me? Yeah. Yes, and it's trivial. Don't worry yourself with it. Are my friends dead? They're alive. I'm not sure if they'll stay that way. You keep disappearing. It's doing its best to keep us apart, but I have a feeling it'll be over soon. Then the exit won't be hard to find. Let's move on. Let's. You move back to the bed and quietly leave through the hole Oscar left behind and crawl through. This is... Oh my goodness! Oh heck no! For the first time, you and Wayne enter a new room, unseparated, the two of you finding yourselves huddled under a large table. Stella stares through you as indecipherable murmurs and shuffling feet echo from the end of the table. This is so disturbing, though. They're so lovely. Are you sure I can keep one? You must have worked very hard on them. Like the doll? We've got to be near the end, right? The music is the same song that started playing when Stella first showed up. I guess we're kids now? No more puppets. This one is extra creepy. Is she a baby voice? Let's see. Gotta be near the end, right? The music's... yeah. Just let the scene play out. There's no use in trying to communicate, whether with the resident or your little friends. I'll try to keep it away from my brother so he doesn't smash it. Though I wish I could make it move like you can. And you can even do the voices. You know, you could probably make a real money if you put on a show for people. Oh, so that's why everyone's been moving so weirdly while they've been possessed, right? He's got a thing for puppets. Play along. That's the plan. And maybe you can come with me and we can avoid the horrible things that are going to happen in this town. I'm not in it for the money. These wooden dolls are mere stepping stones for the real deal people. You can't tell me what to do. Wayne, I'll talk as much as I want. I guess whatever. That's the plan. And maybe you can come with me and we can both avoid the horrible things that's going to happen in this town. Please don't engage with it while I try to find another door. A traveling show? And you want me there too? Oh, could you go to towns along the beach? Wait, hold on. A traveling show? And you want me there too? Oh, could we go to towns along the beach? I've heard the Outer Banks are the most beautiful place in the world. I wish I could go back. I wish I could go back in time whenever this was and tell me everything I know. As if it would do any good. Thank you, Charlie. I've always wanted to see the ocean. Whoa. Everything crashes in a thunderous black before you or Wayne could get to another world. Oh! Whoa, what's happening? Oh, God! That's freaky! A single spotlight remains illuminating a trapdoor in the center of the stage. You feel drawn to it. Please let be the way out. Please, you feel a shove from behind and tumble through the hatch. Oh no, this is definitely not back. It took some digging, but it's there. The map was right. Is that Charlie? That means there's hope, Eddie. Whatever it is that Enoch did, we can undo it. Uh-oh, someone's gonna hit him. We can be happy together. Oh! Eddie? No! Oh no! Wayne is gone once again. There's nothing here but you and the howling boy. Oh no! Do you repent? Stella, do you repent? Do you repent for your crimes? Are you talking to me? She's not here, but my cousin Tabitha's the one you want. I haven't stepped foot in this town for a couple of days ago. Why should I? I'm not responsible for any of this. Sorry you died. You gotta let this go, man. Get over it. You gotta let this go, man. Get over it. It's not healthy to dwell on stuff like this. Everybody dies one day, you know? That's kind of callous. You must answer for the crimes committed by your Scarlet blood. Until you do, I cannot die. I want to die. Please, I have been alone in the dark for so long. All I ask for is some of your years. To pay for the years that were taken from me. My life was stolen from me. I want some of yours. Oh no, it's only fair. The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. Forfeit your years and I will finally leave. I don't understand. And what happens if I refuse? You will live a shorter life and I will finally be satisfied. I will have justice. I will finally die. I will leave this house at last. How much shorter would my life be? Yeah. This isn't for you to know. What? I could just drop dead out of nowhere? Just as it wasn't for me to know. One day, sooner or later, you will die. And what happens if I refuse? Then, I will stay. I will stay until I get what I'm owed. A smell hits you. The now familiar wet, unwell odor. What an annoying pest you are. But you couldn't keep me out for long. It seems we've exhausted its power. Molding all these bodies hostage must have been quite taxing. Come along, Atreus. It's desperate, but it has no power over you. There's no need to bow to the will of such a frayed and broken conscience. Leave it to fester. But I can't just leave the ghosts here. What about my friends? What happens to them if I leave? Yeah. They're already left. They're not a factor in this. But I just can't leave the ghost here. Where will Oscar and Rosina live if the ghost stays? Don't give years of your life for something so insignificant. But I can't just leave the ghost here. You can. Sacrifice years of your life. No, I'll leave! You're right, I want to help, but I can't justify the cost. You're right, it isn't worth it. How do I get out? Screw this sins of the father crap. I don't owe the ghost a thing. Let's get out of here. Get me the heck out of here, Wayne. Okay, I'm trusting you. You better make this count. Yeah. It isn't worth it. How do I get out? You don't. You don't need my help. Close your eyes. Feel for the stairs. You close your eyes and fumble in the darkness, reaching out your hands and grasping the air until your palm finds wood. It's the staircase. You can feel it under your hands. You begin your ascent. Good, you've made it out of the pit. His overpowering smell returns as you place a confident foot on the wood floor as of what you assume to must be Rosalina's room. You open your eyes and try to hold your breath. You feel a hand on your back. You shudder knowing what it's attached to. Don't fall for it. Keep feeling your way forward. Whoa. What's happening? I can't really see what's going on here. It looks kind of weird. You continue, you can feel the door frame underneath your palm and then the sturdy walls of the hallway beyond. Wayne's palm continues to gently urge you forward. Whoa. You stumble into the corridor between NX and library. The real world is swimming back into focus. Whoa. Good, the main doors are just ahead. You feel a shove as Wayne pushes you forward. You fall forwards, the entrance, your legs still unsure of the ground beneath you, and the doors fly open. The sins of the father. You're outside. It's real this time. A cool autumn breeze blows small piles of dried leaves across the steps of the library. You made the right choice. It would have been so easy to fall for its tricks. I'm proud that you didn't. I'm seeing you. Be seeing you. He leaves before you can say any response. Thank God you made it out, Atreus. I went to get my mom when I realized you hadn't left the library with the rest of us. I figured if anyone knew what to do, it'd be her. I see someone beat me to the punch. It sounds like you had quite the evening. I suppose I'll have to find another place for me and Rosalina to stay. This was such a disaster. I'm so sorry to have brought you all into that house. I should have left the place to rot. You and Rosalina should always stay with us, Mr. Gutierrez. I wouldn't want to impose on your parent like that. It's a lot to ask. I can figure this out. I made a huge mistake. Do you think the ghost will let me back in for a do-over? I hope you're not mad at me for getting out of there. The impending doom coming from the town is more important than a single ghost. I have to be on my best if we're going to get to the bottom of this. We need to regroup and think about our options. I wasn't about to make a deal with the heat of the moment. I'm sorry, I just don't think I could have handled the uncertainty of an early death hanging over my head for the rest of my life. I couldn't trust the ghost I wasn't about to give part of my life for a house. I wasn't about to give part of my life for them to make the amends of something I didn't do. You should take Alexis up on that offer. Who's Alexis? I don't really remember. Maybe the government can rent you another house. Don't let your pride... Okay. I made a huge mistake. Do you think the ghost would have let me do a do-over? I don't want to think about what might happen to you if you went back in there. We're all safe, and we're all alive, and I'm happy you're in one piece. My daughter is right. Going back in would be ill-advised. The spirit is much stronger now than it was when you made your choice. I can only imagine any demands it might make of you now would be much steeper. It's just a house, and we don't even own it. I'm not going to let you sacrifice years of your life for a rental. You should take Alexis up on that offer. Don't let your pride get in the way of a roof, Oscar. You are sure you can take up Alexis' offer? Oscar sighs. You're right. I'm gonna peace out. Back-to-back encounters with my own mortality. I've got a lot to ponder. See ya, Rosalina. See ya, Alexis. Zane walks off down the road. To think that ghosts are actually real. I mean, I know we don't have any hard evidence on us, but we all vividly experienced the same thing. Stella's got to be over the moon right now. Where is Stella? Kinda thought she'd be excited rattling off theories by now. Oh, she's just standing there by herself. That isn't like her. Is she okay? I was wondering the same thing. We just saw a ghost and she's just standing off by herself. Which, like, fair. That'd be a normal reaction from anyone who's just seen a ghost, but this is Stella we're talking about. That's why I think that this is actually about Stella. And my battery's about to perish. Wait, hold on. Hey Stella, are you okay? Wanna hang out with the rest of the class? What? Oh. Yeah, I'm fine. I'll see you guys later. She hurries off down the road. No! What if she's still possessed? I think she took the brunt of things in there. I wonder if she's having a hard time right now. Should we go after her? She didn't seem okay. I'm starting to think Stella might be a bit of a flake. I guess she hit her limit. Should we go after her? She didn't seem okay. Stella. I think she just needs some time to herself. Stella's never been the kind to share her burdens. And I doubt that'll change just because somebody goes chasing after her. If anything, I just make her clam up even more. She's a strong girl, she'll be okay. I'm honestly surprised that she and Zane are the only ones heading out right now. You've been all through something awful, and each and every one of you needs rest. Especially you, Kanika. We don't want that cold of yours to get any worse. Especially you, Kanika. We don't want that cold of yours to get any worse. God, what a disaster this whole night has been. I had no idea it would turn out like this. I'm so sorry, everyone. Stop apologizing, Dad. We're the ones who don't have a house anymore. We don't even have the library. There was another carving in there. They keep giving me visions. I spent a lot of time with Wayne in there. I'm really sorry, Oscar. I'm really sorry, Rosalina. What do we do about the library? Were you all conscious the whole time? Yeah. Everyone glances at each other. Yeah. I'm pretty sure we remember everything. At least up until that guy showed up and snapped us out of it. Wayne. He's been following Atreus around. What did he say to you? We don't need to trouble Atreus for any details. No one pay any mind to that man. He's just a drifter. He'll be gone soon enough. In the meantime, steer clear and he won't make trouble. There was another carving in there. It's a pretty weird coincidence, right? I wonder if those things are tied to every supernatural that's been happening. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder. One is coincidence, but two of them on back-to-back nights? Yeah, I think the other one is at the other guy's house. And if you and Stella are right and there's another one in the clinic, I'm sorry, I'm a little lost. You've been finding carvings around town and they've been giving you visions? I'm sure everyone here could stand around theorizing, but this and that all night long. There will be plenty of time for that tomorrow. Atreus, I'd love to discuss these visions over tea. Spent a lot of time with Wayne in there. Yeah, I noticed. We could smell him as soon as we snapped out of it. What happened? Did he hurt you? He crushed a ditchling under his foot. It was actually kind of hot. He was part of the reason I left the ghost behind. He really didn't want me to make a deal with it. He crushed a ditchling under his foot. It was pretty scary. No, but he gives me really bad vibes. I don't know. I think he's harmless. Yeah. He was a part of the reason I left the ghost behind. He really didn't want me to make a deal with it. Weird. It's like he has some sort of obsession with you, isn't it? Like I said, let's not trouble Atreus about him. Just stay away, all of you. I'm really sorry, Oscar. I'm really sorry, Rosalina. Yeah, it's okay. Worse things have happened to people and the price was just too high. We'll find a way to pick things up. I know you did everything you could for us, Atreus. It probably was smart not to trust that ghost anyway. You won't have to do it alone, Oscar. You can help yourself to whatever you need from the store. This is a good town full of good people, Atreus. We won't let this ruin Oscar. What do we do about the library? Yeah, we can always board it up until the ghost goes away, right? The mines are boarded up. That just made us want to go down there even more. We can't just tell them it's mega haunted. Even if folks believe us, that'll make them want to investigate for themselves. We'll say it's a gas leak. That should do the trick, at least for a while. Sybil, is there a chance this goes away on its own? I'm not really an authority on these things, but it doesn't seem interested in fading away. Okay, that's settled then. We board it up. We say there was a gas leak. And just hope no one gets curious, I guess. It's the best we can do for now. What's it like being puppeted? They all glance away. It hurt. Why didn't I make the kids stay behind? I can't believe I let this happen to them. Dad, this might be the overwhelming pain and exhaustion talking, but shut up. I love you. None of this was your fault, okay? I had no idea what I was going to say until the words were already spilling out. But I remember each and every one of them. It's like they were burned into my memory. You poor souls, I can't begin to imagine what you've all been through. Even if you know who you were supposed to be? No idea. There was no context, nothing. But there was a feeling like an overwhelming guilt. I was so angry. I was mostly just scared. I didn't feel any of those things. I felt, I don't know how to describe it. I felt powerful. We should probably get going. It's starting to get chilly and I don't want to keep Alexa's parents up too late. I'll be over later tonight with some bedding and hot tea, and I'll have Miles bring you groceries in the morning. Don't be a stranger and let us know if you need anything, okay? Thank you. That really means a lot. I believe it's time for me to get my daughter home as well. But, Kanika, dear, you haven't been feeling well. You need to get some rest. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow, Atreus. I didn't know she was sick, but I'm wired and I want to talk about stuff. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. If I manage to get out of bed, then yeah. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Cool. Kanika wearily treks back to the general store. I'll walk you home after I finish getting Kanika her tea, and we can chat about just what happened. I'll just be a moment. You're too tired to say no. Sybil leaves. You make yourself comfortable for a few minutes while you wait. After everything that's happened tonight, the normalcy of sitting on a quiet and empty road feels like a priceless treasure. I hope you don't mind, but I took the liberty to call your cousin and tell her about what happened tonight. She wasn't exactly thrilled to hear from me, but I think I blunted her anger as much as I could. Shall we head out for our walk? Time to go home. Go back to the estate. Ah, no! The things are coming! The night feels cold, the crunch of leaves beneath your feet deafening in the quiet wilderness. Let's stop here for a bit. These old bones need a moment to rest, but the things are there. There's ditchlings everywhere! There are, and I'm afraid that they still would be this numerous even if you had managed to exorcise the spirit you encountered tonight. Its presence was merely a symptom of the rot in this place, rather than its cause. People are unfortunately just going to have to get used to the sight of these things in the coming days. Are you a witch? Laughs, surprised by your question. I suppose some people might call me one, but I'm just an old woman who fancies herself a bit of a healer. Are you lying to me? What a silly question. Would you believe me if I said anything but yes? Edwardine killed Charles Jr., but it feels like I am only scratching the surface of things. What has my family done? Wayne didn't want to take a deal with the ghost. There was a stone carving of a goat's head and a pack of wolves in that basement. Sybil, what is Wayne? It's like I said, he's just a man. He's not. But you're wrong with him. You know more than you're letting on. He seems... Oh. No, he's not. The smile briefly fades from her face. It's not exactly polite to share people's medical history. I may not have taken Hippocratic oath, but I still respect the privacy of others. That's enough rest for me. Let's carry on for a bit. You and Sybil walk deeper into the woods. You're getting closer to the estate. Wait, what are you talking about? One last rest and we'll get you home. So I can't mess this up. I should ask her some important questions. Why can't I just go home, like my real home? Are you ready to get moving again? Wayne didn't want to make a deal with the ghost. Edwardine killed Charles Jr., but it feels like I'm only scratching the surface of things. What has my family done? Is that what the spirit showed you? Your family built one of the most powerful coal empires in Appalachia. Those sorts of things don't come about without betrayal and bloodshed. These are all assumptions, of course. I'm just an old woman who enjoys her tea, and the Scarlet Empire is far older than these rattling bones. If you want the bloody details, I'm afraid you'll have to find them yourself. Wayne didn't want to make a deal with that ghost. There was a stone carving of a goat's head and a packing of wolves in that basement. There was a stone carving of a goat's head and a pack of wolves in the basement. There was something similar in the mines last night too, a circle of arms in chains. Both of them gave me visions. Was there now? That's quite an interesting development. Perhaps we can discuss these visions over tea. My grandmother had a special blend that supposedly helped with dreams and visions. I'll be sure to have some ready by tomorrow. Maybe it'll help us piece things together. I want to talk about this now. Be patient, Atreus. It takes time for the mind to process these things. It'll be more productive to have this chat after you had the chance to get some rest. Wayne didn't want to make a deal. Why can't I just go home? Yeah, of course you didn't. Some people will never understand the kind of sacrifice that was laid upon the table tonight. If you'd gone through with the deal, it would have been an affront to everything he is. Why can't I just go home? Like my real home. You poor dear, this is your real home. Start to have the sensitivity to feel these things, but some level it calls you back here. Nobody really leaves the holler, at least not forever. Call it a quirk of the town. No. You're kidding, right? Excuse me? Oh my, you look absolutely horrified. I was just pulling your leg, dear. People leave town all the time. We just haven't been blessed with the most frequent public transportation. Thank you for patiently waiting with an old woman. Atreus, I feel spree as a spring chicken. You and Sybil trek through the remainder of the woods and find yourselves on the outskirts of the estate. I'm looking forward to continuing our chat tomorrow, once you've had some time to rest. I'm low-key wondering if she's a culprit of some kind. Good luck handling Tabitha. I tried to soften her up over the phone. But there's only so much softening you can do with someone that prickly. Bless her heart. Get a good night's rest, Atreus. You've earned it. Sybil heads back through the woods, leaving you alone to face Tabitha. Enter the estate. Oh no, I'm gonna get an earful, huh? There she is! You open the door to the estate as quietly as you can, only to find your cousin anxiously pacing in the foyer. She's been waiting for you. I see you finally decided to drag your sorry butt back here. You don't even know what to say. I told you so many times to stay out of trouble, to keep me posted about where you are, to come home in a timely manner. What's the point of saying it all again? Clear you just don't care how your actions affect me, and I don't know how to make you care. Okay, it says, Tabitha, I need to talk to you about some stuff. Look, a lot of scary stuff happened tonight. Just listen to me, okay? We need to talk. I'm really sorry I meant it. Can you lay off? I need to talk about you some stuff. Now's really not the time. Of course it's not the time. Oscar's house was haunted by the ghost of Charles Shaw Jr., who was murdered by Edwardine Scarlet. It wanted years of my life in exchange for leaving, but I wasn't about to give it what it wanted. Was there a gas leak in the library or something? Do you realize how ridiculous you sound right now? Was there an Oscar Rosalina supposed to live, Tabitha? That ghost is our family's fault. I'm sure they'll figure out something out. Odds are, if you need a place to stay, I'll hear from them tomorrow. I think I've got a rental unit I can spare for a reasonable price. Even if I do get a call, you better not think that counts as proof you saw a ghost. There's no getting through to her. It's much more likely that a gas leak than the ghost of someone our great-grandmother murdered. Wayne followed me into Oscar's house. I spent a lot of time with Wayne tonight. I keep finding these weird stone carvings and visions around them. There was one in the mines last night and another in Oscar's house. Visions? Have you been having seizures? God, please stop running off on your own to places I can't find you. If you have health problems, you really need to be careful. Who put them there? I've yet to see any evidence of the supernatural. This feels like a distraction from me being mad at you. Watch, something bad, she'll see something and then she'll believe. They've been telling me a lot about our family. I think we've done some terrible stuff, Tabitha. And all of it's probably in your imagination. Because they're hallucinations stemming from either gas or, I don't know, your own guilt and exhaustion. City folk love self-flagellate. What? Who put them there? You expect me to know? They're probably some kind of ancient artifact. I'm not an archaeologist. Have you been getting enough sleep? You sound a little delirious. There's no getting through to her. Wayne followed me into Oscar's house. Do you think mentioning that awful man is supposed to garner sympathy from me or something? What is he? A sick man that you should avoid. If I could get him to stop talking to you, I would. He's not the decent man I used to know. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, then I'm off to bed. Your cousin walks off, leaving you alone. Now I'm here to sleep and hopefully no one come gets me. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into bed. Suddenly you're just buried under your family's musty covers. It's Wednesday night. Nearly half a week has passed since you first arrived in town, and a little over half a week remains until the bus comes to take you home. The spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. now commands the entirety of City Hall, a swirling void of wrath and despair that the people of this town will have to learn to ignore. Disaster looms its tallest yet over Scarlet Hollow. I don't really understand everything, so it's like a ghost that's trying to take revenge. Whoa. I wonder, like, how do you do this kind of stuff? This is really cool. It's like very trippy-ish. Oh. And I guess that's the ghost, I guess. Whoa. Episode 4 awaits. If you'd like to save before continuing, do so now. Okay guys, that concludes episode 3 of Scarlet Hollow. I am very confused. All I gather is that there's a ghost and he's trying to take revenge for being killed, and has something to do with the Scarlet family. I think Stella has something to do with it. like something about she can't leave, and I guess her parents died because of it to stop her. But I'm not really sure like what is, how is she involved specifically. Yeah, I'm excited to play the next episode when I get to it. If you guys like the episode, please leave a like, ring the bell, comment if you want what you think of the episode, or what do you think is going on in this storyline. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye.